So if you find your car blowing hot air and just running hot overall, there's a couple things you can check. And for electric cars and Teslas only. I don't know other cars. So if you'll come over here and look at the screen. If you go to the little car icon, and you have your settings, and then you go to software, and then you press and hold on the car name that you have for any Tesla, it'll ask for a code. The code is just service. Once you enter that, you'll enter into service mode. And then you can go and check your alerts. And here you can see that the car just doesn't think the front radiator is doing well. So if you want to double check and make sure it really knows what it's talking about, you can go to coolant system, and you can check right here. It shows you your radiator health. So right now that's at 69%. That is not good. It should ideally be 80 or higher. So we're going to go ahead and take the front of the car apart, and we're going to try and clean that and make it better. Now, because I don't want to get electrocuted, I'm also going to power the car off so nothing electrical is powered up. But that also means if you ever turn the car back on, if you touch the brake or touch anything inside, the car will turn on. So I'm going to crack this door open, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn the car off now. Go ahead. Okay, so now that you have your frunk open, you want to get rid of any covering your mats you have. I'm just going to set those over here for now. Now, there's 4 bolts that you can see out of the blue. There's 2 down in here, and then there's 2 in these little holes. Now, those are 10mm bolts, so you just want to get a ratchet with a 10mm attachment and take those off. So now before we take this completely off, if you look right here, there's a little latch here that also functions as the latch to open the front. So what you want to do is reach under it, and it'll just pop off. You want to just wiggle your way around. And then you have this little cable. And then you just want to get that. And then to remove this clip, you just pull it a little aggressively, it'll pop off, and then that is gone. And now that reveals 2 more screws we have to take apart. Next up, we're taking off this, and again, this is just held in by clips. So pull our final screws. So you have one here. So now you just want to gently pull up on this cover, and it should come off. And then just working your way around and being careful that there's no bolts still attached or nothing still connecting. This right here is the radiator. It's like a plastic cover for the radiator. And this, I believe, goes to the fan inside. So now we're just gonna work on getting this right here. And I'm not sure if there is any down there because I can't see them, but we'll get these off and then we'll take a look at that next. Okay. Is waterproof, but just as a precaution, I've hooked this back up so that connector doesn't get any water. Next, what I'm gonna do is take this hose, lift this up, and basically just spray water in there so we can get all this junk out. So, let's give this a go. 72%. We're gonna drive around and we're gonna let the water that's inside that front area kind of just drain out at the moment. And then to do that, I have to go in here and basically make it so there's no speed limit on this in service mode. So I can still see everything that I need to see right here. And then I can still drive around. Now, you won't be able to tell the full extent of how well you cleaned it until the car goes into a sleep state and is able to recalibrate and readjust to everything that's just happened. So now we're going to park the car, plug it in, and let it sit for a couple hours and let it sleep, and then we'll see what the car feels like telling us.